Hey guys, V from the VNT here, and I have two things to say. One, I'm sorry for not uploading in a while, but with like Christmas and like family and stuff, I've been a bit busy. And then when I had free time, I didn't feel motivated to do anything YouTube related. But that has all changed now. And the second thing is that this is different from what I normally do because I have the first half of MCCF 5 all typed out on a spreadsheet on a different computer because that makes it easier to do instead of having to go on this computer all the time. But turns out, whenever I try to send the link onto this computer, it just doesn't let me, which means that all the time I spent typing on this one, which was all to waste. So now I can only send it to the people on the Discord, on Beast Place Discord. So guess that's just another reason to join if you want to see the full experience, because the wiki of this is it's very similar to the MCC wiki in what it shows. But anyway, I have a doc up here where I just explain more of it, and I just show the standings after each new game and the top 10 after each game, except for one when I'll explain why. But anyway, I'm just quickly go over the teams and say where I put them. And I'm just quickly go over the teams and say where I put them, and then we'll get on our way. So first up, we have the Red Rabbits, which consists of team maker himself, Hurricane Rain, with the simulator of the event, Beast Plays, perhaps SSP, an actual Minecraft tournament hoster, Beast Baller. This team is a really fun team to see these people on the same team, and maybe this can break Prab's curse of always doing bad, like team-wise and individually-wise. And that'll be fun to see, especially with both beasts on this team. And I feel like this team is pretty around the middle, so in the end, it makes sense that I ended with this team in 5th in my predictions. But anyway, on the next team is the Orange Ocelots, which consists of Sloopy, Nickel 6, former second place Tim Plays, and two-time second place Bucky Binary, who, fun fact, lost the MCCF 3 and 4 Dodgebolt, which is a bit sad for him, but just gotta deal with it. Nothing you're gonna do to change it now. I mean, you wouldn't have been able to affect it in the first place, but that's just besides the point. This team is pretty good, if I'm being completely honest. I think this team is really good, and once I show the stats, you'll see why. Like, this team is just pretty good, and because of that, I have this team in 3rd place for my predictions. Next, I forgot to say, on the last team, Beast Baller won last event. Right, next up we have the Yellow Yaks, which consists of Yellow Enthusiast and former winner, Z, Fortnite 69 Gamer, but I'm just gonna call him D95, and that's why you don't see, and that's why you see D95 instead of Fortnite 69 Gamer for multiple reasons. And then Max, and Tyler Snow, a former main character in MCCF, for his incredible survival games in MCCF 1. Anyway, this team is one of my personal favorite teams, and I feel like with the good game order, this team can absolutely make the top 2. But when I started thinking through it and putting my predictions down, I started second guessing putting them up where I had them before. So in the end, I bumped them down a bit into 6th place for me. And don't worry, I will show all my predictions later. Next up, we have one of my favorite teams, no biased. We have the first newcomer for the event, Froggy, me, Chuckle, and this is a person. Like, we are a very good team. First off, me and this is a person being on the same team is insane. We are the PvP duo. He has a 10 close combat, I have a 9. No one can beat us. And then Froggy and Chuckle are insane as well. Like, like our main strength is PvP. Like we get first place statistically. Only statistically, we get first in all PvP games, which is insane. And then we get top 4 in every movement game. So thinking we're set to make top 2 until you see our teamwork, where we statistically get last in all 3 team games in this event. By a lot too. Which is the real thing that makes people decide if we're gonna do good or not. And but despite that, because how good we are at everything else, I decided to keep us not in first but in second. I don't think we're gonna win, but I think we can make Dodgeball very easily with a good game. Like, we just need to get team games out early, and then we're basically set for the rest of the tournament, and basically guarantee a spot in the finals. And the first 5 teams is the Green Geckos, which is Fianus, Cameron, Duck, and Captain Boo. This, when I first saw the team, I thought this was a bit of a random team throughout the bat. But after I saw what they had for the stats, I realized this team could either. I feel like this team can either do really good or really bad. So you would think I would either have them in top 3 or bottom 3, but nah, I'm being a wild card and put them in 4th. Most people probably have them lower for some reason, but this team is a top contender for Dodgeball, in my opinion. And to start off the second half of the teams, we have one of my favorite, but not everyone's favorite because they've been annoying people on the Discord. We have the Cyan Coyotes, which consists of Jokers, Rejects, Not a Person, and newcomer Meep and Waffles. This team, even though, like, despite them being one of my favorite teams, they're also one of the stronger teams, in my opinion. Like, I think this team is gonna win. I think Dodgeball, yes, I'm saying it now, I think Dodgeball is gonna be Cyan versus Lime, and Cyan's gonna win. I'm saying that now. And if I get that correct, then I'm just a god in predictions. But yeah, I don't know what to say, other than I think they're gonna win, so on to the Aqua, which is Moa, Asphalt, Hashtag and Phantom, who have a previous winner in Moa, previous runner-up in Asphalt, and that's all in Dodgeball experience. And I feel like this team, like, in my opinion, this team is a bit on the weaker side. But they could definitely prove me wrong and get top half. But I think this team is getting in 7th. I don't think this team's getting... Like, I feel like at most, this team can get 5th. And if they make Dodgeball, then I'll apologize if they see this video. And then next up, we have a team who gets their own icon for once. The Sapphire Simmers, which is Fleur, Anatide, Jacobson, and not Rifki, it's an Eep, who was a newcomer. And in Dodgeball experience, they have Anna, who won an event, and then got second in an event. And then they have Jacobson, who has a curse of always getting last. He got last individually in 1-2. They got last as a team in 3 and 4. Which is just sad, because I want them to do well. But sadly, even though this team is one of the best team games in the event, getting top 2 in every team game, and they're okay at movement, they are, like, statistically, like, one of the weakest teams in PvP and to get to their side. Those are the worst games by a long shot. And that makes me and that convinced me to put them in last place. Which is, I don't want to do that, but it's how it goes. And then in 9th, I already spoiled where I have them. But I actually said that I have them in 9th, so I'm going to say that now. But it's Rift, Labyrinth, Laser, and newcomer Urobi, who I know I'm messing up that name, but I don't care. And I'm sorry if Urobi's seeing this. But yeah, I don't really feel like this team is that strong, in my opinion. I think this team's getting 9th. Like, if this team gets 3rd, then I'll laugh my head off, but I don't think they're getting... I don't even think this team can get top half, in my opinion. Which is just sad, because I want Rift to do well, but... Because he got robbed last event. And then last up, it was the Pink Pirates, which consists of Alpha, Quintino, Dixie, and Jonru. Jonru was returning after appearing in MCCF 1, getting on a team, winning, and then forgetting that he had Discord for like, I think 3 months now. So this is his first time playing since the first event. And despite there only being 4 events before this, Pink is an all-winners team. The only all-winners team in MCCF history, besides the team that won. But like, you know what I mean by that. And this team was also one of the better team games, also being, I think, top 2 in almost all of them, I think. I think in 2 out of the 3 they're top 2. But they're also decent in the movement, but they share the same fate as Sapphire and are really bad at PvP, which makes me put them in 8th. So I'm going to go over my predictions. I just have them here for you to see. Get the heck out of here. So these are my predictions. If you want to pause and look at it more, that's fine. And these are the stats. If you want to pause and look at that, feel free to do so, because I'm not going to be pausing for that. You hear the games, and the MCCF has Bingo But Fast, and it was the first game. And this is the result of that game. Red in first, Pink second. I wasn't expecting Red to do so well, because they wanted Bingo first for some reason. But then they got, even though they're surprisingly one of the better team game teams. Oh my god. I have been struggling to say that. But Lime, it predictably gets last in the team game. And then after a vote, the next game was Santa Time. It was close between Santa Time and Sky Battle. And Pink won by a long shot. And Pink and Red got the gold vault. But even with Red getting the gold vault, they still almost got third. But the bottom 3 teams are only teams to have someone die, so that's something. And I don't really have much to say other than, like I said, top 2 only they get gold, top 3 bottom 3 all someone die. And another fact is that Lime, if you're wondering why Lime got so little coins in Santa Time, even though there's a multiplier, the reason they got so little coins is because they got 0 vaults and were the first team to leave, because how bad their teamwork is in game sense. Like, that's just absurd. So yeah, I'm gonna show standings after each game. So these are the standings after Santa Time. Pink going first with Red in second, but Sapphire not far behind. And after 2 team games, predictably, Lime is falling behind by roughly 800 coins. So it's not looking good for them, but with 2 of the worst games out of the way, it is definitely possible for Lime to make a comeback. And personally, I would be down for it. And after a decently close vote, the next game was to get to your side and whack an MCC player. And I'm going to go slow so I don't skip too much. Top 5 in round 1. Top 5 in tier 2 first round through. Sapphire, Anna, Cyan, Jock, Orange, Lakel, Yellow, Max, Pink, not Pink, Sapphire is extent, so 2 Sapphire in the top 5. I'm not showing the best fastest teams, that's what it's called. I'm showing the top 5 in each. Now, top 5 in walls. Jock, Boxy, Person, Prabs, Captain Boo. As you can see, Jokers gets top 2 both rounds, which puts him in a huge lead for first place. And he's sitting comfortably in first right now. And now in Launcher, 2 Aqua and 2 Lime in the top 4, and then just Duck in 5th place. Yet I know Lime didn't get a team bonus. And I'm not sure if Aqua did either. They might have, but I don't know for sure. Anyway, top 5 in round 4, which is Skydive. It goes off a bit. And Jock, once again, 5th place, but this is a person got top 3, 3 rounds in a row, so he might have taken first from Jock. Who knows? But D95 and Rift getting up there. D95 getting his first top 5 and Rift getting the first place. And now in the most RNG map, Cliff. Jock gets first again. That's his third time getting top 2. And Cameron and Quentino getting to top 5 for the first time. Rift also getting up there. Now the final round, which is Shallow Lava. This is a person, Rift, Boxy, Boo, and Chuck. This is a person getting top 3 4 times, I think. And Chuck will also get up there for Lime. But the best performing team was Green. And this is the team leaderboard. Don't worry, I will show those top 5 players. But I'm just going to look at this for a bit. Green and yellow were a decent bit ahead of everyone. And pink falls far behind. Because they, like I said, share the same weaknesses as Sapphire. And one of Sapphire's weaknesses is to get to the other side, which they were bad at. Yet, they were like statistically weakest to get to the other side. And they beat 2 teams, which is shocking. But and the top 5 players in that game was Jokers from Cyan. This is a person from Lime. Risky from the 7th place Purple. Duck from Green. And Tyler from Yellow. So one different from each team. And Rift and Jack got top 5, even though the team got bottom half in that game. But anyway, now I'm going to show the standings after that game. Standings after to get to the side and rank an MCC player. Lime still in last, but not by as much anymore. And Green goes from 7th to 1st with that. And Yellow goes from 8th to 3rd. And Red instantly drops to 4th. And Sapphire is now in the bottom half with that. And Pink's lead on those teams were obliterated by that game. And they're now almost out of dodge vote after that last place. And I'm going to show top 10 individually after that. Don't worry, I'll say who's on what team. Right off on the bottom, we have Nikel 6 from Orange. And 9th and 8th. We have D95 and Tyler Snow, who are both from Yellow. 7th, Boxy Binary from Orange. 6th, Prabs from the 4th place Red. 5th and 4th, which is Captain Boo and Duck respectively, come from the 1st place Green. Then 3rd, we have Rift, who coming from the 8th place Purple, which is shocking because he's 3rd on an 8th place team. And then we have Quentino. Then in 2nd, we have Quentino from the 2nd place Pink Parrots. And the rest of Pink, even though they're in 1st by a decent bit after 10 time, the rest of them fell off after they get to their side, but Quen didn't. And in 1st, of course, we have Jokers from Cyan. The 7th place Cyan, I should say. So Jock takes 1st place and is looking to keep it. And I don't have anything for the next game. But after the close vote, it was a tie between Ace Race and Sky Battle. So Beast Plays decided to do what he always does when there's a tie. He spins that wheel. He takes a wheel online and spins it to see what game it is. And the game it lands on is the game played. And it landed on Ace Race. So Ace Race was the next game. And there is no fastest lap, but there is top 5 players. And then the best performing team was Yellow Yaks. That's spelled weird, but okay. And this is the leaderboard. Pink gets last again. Pink got 2nd, 1st, 10th, 10th. They're going to drop. And Orange got 9th, too. They got the top teams, besides Sapphire, like the top 2 teams got top 3 in this game. Like Green was in 1st and got 3rd behind 1st by less than 100. Meaning that Green is most likely still going to be in 1st. But anyway, if you want to get a good look at that, top 5 players. We have Jokers from Cyan continuing to get 1st place. Chuckle from Lime. Anatide from Sapphire. Jacobson from Sapphire. And Duck from Green. Meaning that even though Sapphire had 2 people in the top 5, they only got 5th because of how bad the other 2 did. which is sad. And because of how bad it, and surprisingly, when I'm looking at it, the first place team in that game, Yellow Yaks, had no one in the top 5, and they still won the Ace Race. Which for Ace Race is shocking, because usually whoever does well has a high scoring team. But then again, second through fifth, all of some in the top 5, so I guess that is a bit with what I said. And right now, standings after Ace Race. Orange drops to 10th. Purple and Pink are where I predicted them. And so is Aqua. But Pink dropped from 2nd to 8th. And Aqua actually went up 2 spots from that. And Lime suddenly went from 10th to 6th with that game. It was not far behind most teams. They're not far behind 4th. But it is a decent bit to get to top 3. But Green is still in 1st, and Yellow's in 2nd now. And Cyan, with Jokers just carrying, they're continuing to bring the way to top 2. Just behind Yellow, who so far are doing much better than I predicted. And Orange getting 3rd is not looking so good right now, with them being in last after halftime, which is sad. But so far, after halftime, there are 4 teams where I predicted them. Purple, Pink, Aqua, and Red are where I predicted them after the halftime, during the halftime. So if they stay where they are, that's 4 free guesses. But the others are all different from my predicted them. But Sapphire are doing much better than I thought they would. But do you want to know why they're doing so good? No close combat games have been played yet. And with 4 games have to be played, which means there's 5 games on the Dome. Yeah, which means during the audience vote, after Game 5, there's going to be 4 games on the Dome. So 4 games have to be played. And there's 3 PvP games left. Guess how well it's going to go for Sapphire. Especially if Sky Battle gets played, which is the worst game by a long shot. They're just going to drop to like last or something. Because they're only 900 ahead of last place. But anyway, top 10 individually. We have in 9th and 10th, we have Chuckle and This Is a Person, respectively, from the 6th place Lime Llamas. And I'm just going to say this now, as embarrassing as it is. Even though Lime is in 6th, and they have 2 people in top 10, they're in 6th, even though, like I said, this is embarrassing. Froggy and me are in the bottom 2 spots. Froggy's 39th and I'm 40th. Which is a bit embarrassing. I probably, in hindsight, shouldn't have said that, but I did, and I can't undo it. And then in 8th place, we have Cameron from the 1st place Green Geckos. In 7th, we have Jacobson from the 4th place Sapphire Simmers. 6th place, we have Tyler Snow from the 2nd place Yellow Yaks. 5th place, we have Rift Key from the 9th place Purple Pandas. 4th place, we have Quentino from the 8th place Pink Parrots. 3rd place, we have Anatide from the 4th place Sapphire Simmers. 2nd place, we have Duck from the 1st place Green Geckos. And 1st, we have Jokers from the 3rd place Cyan Coyotes. But look at that, after the break, after the 4th game, Jokers has a 300 coin lead on 2nd place, which is absolutely insane. And the crazy thing is, the individual coin record in MCCF is 2.8k. That's the coin record individually for MCCF. And he has 1.7k after the first half. Like, let's see, if he gets that exact same amount in the second half, which is highly unlikely, but if he gets around that in the second half, you can break the coin record. Oh, I forgot I can't do that here. But if he gets around the same coins in the second half, he's going to break the coin record by a lot, getting 3.4k. Remember, the coin record individually is only 2.8k. So all Jokers has to do in the second half, all he has to do is get 1.2k to pass the coin record. And with the fact they got 1.7K in the first half, it is definitely possible for him to break the coin record. All he has to do is get 1.2K to break the coin record. Which is, like I said, definitely possible. But that is the end of the first half. Let's scroll down. It didn't spoil the game. Okay, cool. But that is the first half once again, so I can't give you the more detailed version. Just join the Discord, and I'm gonna be sending it in the not that long after this video uploads, or maybe while it's uploading, which might be unfair. But like I said, I'm gonna have the wiki in the description, and I'm and some people that have worked on it. I'm also gonna have links to anything they do in the description below. And I'm like I said, I'm bad at outros, so that's it. And see you next time. Hit like and subscribe button, and hit the notification bell so you know what I'm doing. Then I know I'm talking fast, but I don't care.